6th day in the month of March 2025. Well, I was supposed to say happy throwback Thursday. Because Thursdays are basically for throwbacks anyway, That's when you see how the throwback pictures. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. We are aiming the stars and we want to surpass the stars. Yes, that's what family is all about. When you have targets, when you have ambitions, family bonding comes into play. Family and Value is a show that runs Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Like you're seeing this beautiful face on your screen this Thursday morning. And our Thursdays are strictly dedicated to health because health is very important. Every healthy family produces a healthy society. Last week, Thursday, we talked about your food, your medicine, or make food your medicine, so that you don't make medicine your food. I hope you had a very well knowledge last week, Thursday. And we are here this Thursday again to bring something new to something you know, but you'll have the conversation. Sometimes you feel you know this particular thing. By the time we start talking about it, we discover that, whoa, I knew nothing about it. Well, we are streaming on our Facebook Live and on our YouTube page. Please download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. Yes, subscribe to our YouTube page. Like I used to say, a very big shout out to our Star Times family. We love you. Thank you for all the calls, the messages. To everyone that used to comment on our Facebook page. We are seeing all the viewership. Reverend Mike, thank you. Everyone, Higher Life, thank you. They are always commenting. Yes, we love those comments and we love you to always keep commenting. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, I am Princess Joy. It's good to have a princess this morning. Talk to you anyway on health. Yeah. Well, when you have a princess, you always definitely have a queen. And this morning, I have my very own queen right beside me this morning. Well, I don't want to call her the regular name. Let's call her Queen Olori. Good morning to you. Good morning.
I like the fact that every morning you come up with a basic way of throwing me into the open. Well done.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful morning and I want to wish you a very beautiful one at that. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is keeping fit and you're also doing what you need to do so that you not make medicine your food. You heard it. We did that last week. And we're still going to go deeper into it. Yeah, we're still going to come back to it. But as I want to wish you a very good morning, I also want to let you know that today is another beautiful opportunity for you to preserve and to do what you did not complete yesterday. Present it. Come up with it. I'm sure you must have learned why you couldn't finish it yesterday. What maybe time, maybe the idea, the logical way you actually presented it was not so detailed. So you have today, which is another day. So whenever we have a new day, it's another privilege for us to let people know that whatever it is that we failed at yesterday or we could not succeed at yesterday, another day is here for you to complete it and make it a success and come out on top. So go out and do what you know how to do best. But don't go against the law of the land. That one is a no-no. I won't advise you to. Don't do anything illegitimate because at the end of the day, it will come back to you. Whether you're caught or not, it will still come back. There's a way it always does. It's like a smoke. When there's a smoke, after a while, you don't see the smoke again. And that's what comes up from making money or making living from duping people, scams, going to people's accounts and depriving them of what they have sweat to put into that account. Please have a rethink. And those who snatch phone too, have a rethink. Stop giving people high blood pressure. It's time you wake up. Please, this is another opportunity for you to make sure you don't put your phone where people can always dip their hand or melt your net or cut it and, pick your phone from where you're charging it. Also, when you're using your phone in a bus, in a tricycle, anywhere at all, be conscious. Be very cautious. People are watching you and they're looking for any little weakness from you and the phone is gone. So look out for it because that's your mobile business for many of us. God bless us. My name is Olori Adejoke Adunbi David. Hope we'll have a wonderful time because my friends call me Olori AJ. Are your boss people?
Yeah.
I agree to. I hope light don't come. Ha! Glory be to God, though. Thank you, PhD, and I about this
have any birthday shout out this morning?
Okay, birthday shout out goes to everyone celebrating on a day like this. We wish you the very best. We pray it will not be the least of celebration for you. And to all those celebrating or having anniversaries, we wish you the very best as well. More top up of honors in your month. That's our prayer.
Okay, so this morning I saw something on Mr. Femi's status, the IT Mr. Femi, and he said, thanking God for another beautiful year. So I'm hoping that today is his birthday.
Wow, and I met him on my way. You see, some people just like, see, when you like coding, no, it's not a matter. Some people just like coding, they don't want to spend. It's people who don't want to spend, at least, even if you don't want to spend, let us wish you. We love you, Femi. Happy birthday.
Sure
Yes, he's always in charge of our Zoom guest, Mr. Sulaiman. So thank you. Happy birthday to you.
I saw that, I was like, today is his birthday.
Good, see the way he even presented. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I used one of his pictures. That's when I knew that no, today is definitely his picture. So happy birthday.
And I met him on my way upstairs. Can you imagine?
Well,
happy birthday to you from us.
All right, let's go now. When we return, hopefully our guest with our medical doctor will join us here this morning for the conversation. Don't go anywhere with it right now. Okay, welcome back. Yes, today we are discussing stomach ulcer. I remember growing up, I've never been a foodie anyway, so eating has always been a problem. Yes, anybody that knows me knows that food is a problem to me. You see, for me to sit down and eat a bowl, I feel like it's stressful. But I love cooking for people to eat. I can do the best meals, But eating that food, and I remember people say, you're not eating, don't have ulcer. And all through my till now, and I've not had any issues. But some days I just go a whole day without food. I might just pick up one drink, but we just drink. It's not eat food. Eat good food and then one of food. But then there's always this thing that say, stomach ulcer. Don't have ulcer. I was like, okay. I've heard people say, oh, I have ulcer. If you get to the counter to get drugs, the first person to ask you is, are you suffering from ulcer? And they'll be like, what's this ulcer all about? Okay, so people will say, don't fast. You have ulcer. Let's understand what stomach ulcer is all about this morning. And we have our very own Dr. Emmanuel to join this conversation. I don't know if he's already online. Do we have Doctor on standby? Okay, I think the last time we spoke, he said he was trying to join. So hopefully when he comes up, we would be notified. But then, stomach ulcer.
Don't try. Don't even go there. Don't go there. Though it varies, it comes in stages. Some are so critical that you may not be able to withstand it when they go through their episodes. There was a time I had ulcer, and I remember really well that then on my card it was written, I think aspirin or something. They should not give me anything that has to do with chlorophenicol or something. Chloroquine, something like that.
Reacting to it because of
I think it's because of the ulcer. So that they said it will cause more harm. I believe doctor will be listening and be joining also. It will explain why that was written. But I know they did that so that they will know I have that particular symptom disease at that time. And it was well noted. So anyway, I go, I said, please, this was written on my card in the hospital. So please don't even, you understand? But it was so bad that sometimes to stand up, painful, the pains, the agony. Hey, you just see bending like this, bending. And it will take a while before you can stand up and stand straight, and just take back the posture you're supposed to have ordinarily. It's not a good one. I lost it, and I thank God I did after I can't remember how many years ago now, but then the last time I knew that I had it so much was after my first baby. I just noticed I lost it. That was 90, 95, 95, 96. I don't know what happened. I just lost it. And it's gone for life.
Now, did you experience bites? Because sometimes I feel like
Yeah,
that the tummy
it
will
looks
be.
like
I have
something
someone very
is
close to
really,
that
you
has
know,
stomach ulcer.
biting you at a point in time when you've not eaten. It looks like, you know, you should just cut yourself open and just, my dear, it's not a good experience, really. But I believe when doctor joined
But
up,
being coming from a part where they eat pepper a whole lot,
ha, they
because
advise not to take too much pepper.
too much pepper.
You should, in short, as much as possible, stay away from it because it will not help. As far as some were concerned, it's like you have a sore in your stomach because you've not been eating well, you've not been eating right. Sometimes not eating right too can cause stomach ulcer when you're not eating the right kind of food
I
at the
think
time you're
it's
supposed to be
beyond
eating it.
just eating. I think it's beyond not just eating your food.
Yeah,
Because
it's
if you're
beyond
not
that.
eating, somebody like me now, now starving.
No, you dey
I
chop now. It's not that kind of eating we're talking
eh,
about. It's not that you not eat at all. You
but eating
understand?
at the
When
right
you eating
time.
at the right time, eating at the right and eating right is also part of because it's just like when someone takes too much pepper, you know, it has a side effect. You start visiting the toilet continuously and you find yourself having pie at the end of the day. So it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that.
Okay, let's go. Let's play our mini feature again, and hopefully by the time we are done, Doctor will have joined us because we really need to have him join this conversation. Right now. All right, welcome back. We have Dr. Emmanuel on standby to join this conversation. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Hello, doctor. How are you this morning? You're doing so well. Ever looking young, cool, calm, and collected.
Collected.
How are you? How's the family this morning, doctor? Okay, we're waiting for doctor to respond to our greetings. I hope it does
Hello,
that.
Doctor.
The network. It's the network.
Good morning. I think Doctor is back.
Okay. Welcome back, doctor.
Doctor, while we are waiting for your response, please, what is stomach ulcer all about? What is stomach ulcer and what is it all about? Stomach ulcer. What is stomach ulcer?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's good to join you again for this enlightenment series on today. Stomach ulcer is also known as peptic ulcer. In our own balance, sometimes you will not see us use stomach because sometimes the ulcer is beyond the stomach. Stomach is just a part of the digestive system. We have the esophagus, which is that tube or pipe that runs the throat behind the windpipe. It runs from the throat and enters down the chest. That's the esophagus that connects to the stomach itself. The stomach will now connect to the intestine, the small and large intestine. So sometimes when you say stomach ulcer, you may be narrowing it to stomach, you know. However, for the purpose of our discussion, we use that stomach ulcer, but sometimes we can interchangeably use peptic ulcer. So it's simply when there is a breach, a damage, the lining of the stomach. Then the stomach has different layers. So when there is a breach in the lining, an injury in the lining, and when you say an ulcer is a wound. When there is a wound in the lining of the stomach, that means the lining has been breached. It will lead to ulcer. So that's what you notice. It can be as a result of the too much acid secreted in the stomach. Already the stomach has acid, which composed mainly of hydrochloric acid. So if it's in excessive, it can cause that wound to be in the stomach. It can also be on the upper part, which is the esophagus, like I say. All of them are still categorized in the same. So if that's a breach on the lining is at the esophagus, or if it's at the or the stomach, there are sometimes it can also be immediately after the stomach at the upper part of the intestine, which we call duodenum. In that case, it becomes duodenal ulcer, but all of them are regarded as ulcer. We doctors know how to distinguish them by the time people come. Sometimes they have similar presentation. However, by the time we ask some specific questions, we'll be able to know, oh, this one looks like esophagitis, something happening at the esophagus, gastritis, the one focused on the stomach proper, or the duodenitis, the one happening at the duodenum. So that's how it is. When the acid is secreted in excess, it can cause that damage. It can also be as a result of some bacteria like H. pylori bacteria that can cause that. And again, it can be as a result of exposure to drugs that damage the lining of the stomach, some harsh drugs. Among which chief of among them is those non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So people who take pain relief, for instance, they may be like you see people who have things like arthritis that causes chronic pain on their bones. In order to combat the pain, they keep swallowing pain relief, diclofenac, and drug control is poor in Nigeria. Everyone buys any drug they want. So they just, because they need to take care of the pain, they keep going to swallow diclofenac, ibuprofen, naproxen. The result is that they will develop ulcer caused by those non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which we abbreviate as NSAIDs. So that is how that's about stomach ulcer and the most likely cause.
Okay, doctor, thank you so much for giving us. But I want to get, did you say it is septic ulcer, or what particular ulcer did you call it? I didn't get that very well. You said you have a
Peptic
general
ulcer.
term for it.
So that stomach ulcer can also be referred to as peptic ulcer. P-E-P, peptic. P as in people. People, elephants, people, table, ink, carton. Peptic ulcer.
Peptic ulcer. I want to ask, this sickness or disease called peptic ulcer, let's put it on the general term now, stomach and everything all combined. Is it something that one can overcome? Because there was a time I had ulcer, and I won't lie to you, I can categorically tell you I'm no longer in that category again. I left it many years back, and it took the grace of God, let me just put it that way, because it will get to a stage I will not be able to stand. To stand becomes so difficult for me. It will take a while and a gradual process for me to stand properly. Now I also realized that on my card, I said, I don't know why the doctor just had to write it on my card that they should not give me, is it chloroquine or something like that? Is it chloroquine or aspirin? That it was written on my card that anytime they want to prescribe drugs for me in the pharmacy, they have to remove that so that it will not trigger any side effects of the ulcer then. So I want to ask, at what time can one get out of it? At what stage of this ulcer can one get out, be saved and just find out you don't longer have it, you've been treated and you are okay?
All right. So I believe it was aspirin. Aspirin is an NSAID and a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So aspirin is implicated in causing ulcer. When the long use of aspirin will cause peptic ulcer disease. So the answer to whether it can be treated is yes and no. Yes, in the sense that if you identify the cause, for instance, if it's a bacterial cause caused by H. pylori, and then a proper combination, what we call triple or quadruple regimen, which involves
I think doctor is having network issue there.
be nothing for the acid to digest. I hope you can hear me.
Hello, doctor. I think doctor is having his network. The network is freezing over there. I really wanted us to have this conversation with doctor to really hear from the doctor's side, of what stomach ulcer is. That, like we were saying, aspirin is what he talked about. That
When you were saying
causes
aspirin, I said, I think it's aspirin or chloroquine. I know
is
some
what
one of them.
causes that
So-
prolonged. I actually wanted to ask him when it comes to the meat that comes with stomach ulcer, it's fasting or is it lack of food or
Not eating
or
right.
Not eating
Because,
right, yes.
like he said, Nigerians, we are good at getting our self-medication. Self-medication. Take many drugs. You don't know when you have to take it because there was no professional guidance. You are taking into cognizance how important those drugs are and for what. And at what time do you really need to eat it? So I'm going for business. Please give me my drugs before I go. Take the drugs
Just take it
without any strong meal. There are some drugs that you need to eat right, as in it may not be eba, it may not be solid, but eat right in the morning before you can
and
take
some
them.
drugs to be written there, eat before.
That eats. Some will just say, I'm taking biscuits and some tea. It's okay. But it's more than that. You really need to eat a proper meal. A proper meal before you can take that food in. It can affect you. It can make you to have all manner of, side effects waiting to take. And there are some, even if the side effect is not coming up immediately, it leads to things like this. And that's what doctor is trying to say. I just wish doctor is back on our face now.
Hello, doctor.
Yes, I'm here.
Finally, welcome back, doctor. So you can help us with that question because we didn't get you properly when you were trying to answer us. But Joy, I want to ask your question
but
too.
You got the aspect of aspirin. So the other aspect is that yes, the ulcer can be treated, and then it can also reoccur. Now, for instance, if you identify the cause of the ulcer, if it is bacteria, caused by bacteria that is common, greater percentage of the ulcer is caused by H. pylori, about 60 to 70% of the time. So if they identify to be the cause, it can be eradicated. There are combination, what we call triple regimen, that we use to treat it, that has a combination of antibiotics and then the others that help to reduce either acid production or inhibit its work and or coat the surface of the stomach or in the digestive tract. So if this drug can be taken for about 4 to 6 weeks, you will realize that, for instance, the bacteria can be eradicated. So it can be treated. However, it can reoccur. If someone has a lifestyle that makes the person not to eat when necessary, prolonged absence of food, starvation. I mean, what will happen is that the acid, there is acid naturally in the stomach, and that acid is It's not a small acid, hydrochloric acid. It can burn a surface. It can melt some metal. The acid you carry in your stomach can melt some metal. It's quite corrosive because the pH is between 1 to 3. So it's up there. However, it is so safe in the stomach because it helps to kill bacteria, germs. It also helps to digest food in the stomach. But if there is no food to digest and it continues to secrete, it will start to attack the lining of the digestive tract. And that is just the thing. So if you are treated and then if someone is there and someone doesn't eat food, I mean the tendency for that stomach but for that acid to now start attacking the cells is high. If someone exposes themselves to strong drugs that are perhaps for pain relief, like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, because of no regulation of drugs, people can go off the counter, pharmacy, chemist, and buy drugs and just keep swallowing because I mean sometimes you use a sledgehammer to kill a fly in the process. And some of these people who drug peddlers who have little knowledge about how drug works, they can combine the same type of drug with different names. We have seen it so many times when patients come to us, for instance, and they have that difference. So the person in the chemist will combine it to them, say, you take this thing. So they are taking high dose of the same drug or the same family of drugs, and eventually it's going to give a side effect, one of which is ulcer, peptic ulcer disease. So it can be treated, but oftentimes lifestyle can make it to reoccur. It now looks like it doesn't go. So if people treat it and they maintain regular meal and watch it and maintain good hygiene, so they don't get that bacteria, they can become ulcer.
What is the damaging risk factor of untreated ulcer for those people that believe that prayer would do everything? When you say you have ulcer, no, they go to the mountain, they start praying, and then is it true that too much fasting
Can also
cause or trigger ulcer? And for those that are not foodies, please let's have those two questions. And thank you very much.
Yeah. To dabble into religion too much, but Nigerians overdo things. Even the people who brought religion, they know that it's the same God that gives wisdom to healthcare provider. So you know where to go and you follow medical advice. That is because a lot of people have even died because of blind religion. So you need to be able to know where to draw the line. If someone has ulcer, it doesn't need to join 100 days fasting. There's no need for all that. It can be modified. Sometimes the ulcer can be in hours. Even people sleeping and waking up, they have done fasting. If overnight is a fasting, they wake up and join it with prayer. So, but if you must fast, you modify it. Sometimes they can say water fast. Some people drink water because it's essential, and then they are not eating. Some people take fruit. Some people do join. This is about the spirit behind what you do. Because some of these religious, everybody just join bandwagon, and someone is dying and is carrying. We are not saying that God cannot heal anything, but you need to be careful. And we like the healing to be confirmed. It's not something. So the advice will be know your body. Even when people are sick, they are exempted from some of those things. Let us not become, um, let's not throw away our reasoning because of religion. If you fast excessively, you can pick up ulcer, and it has happened in many times. It doesn't mean that God is wicked or God doesn't answer. They can just be ignorant. If someone continues to harbor mosquito, everywhere is bushy, stagnant water, no mosquito net, the mosquito will bite, malaria will come. It's a natural cycle. God doesn't interfere with natural cycle. So the same thing with ulcer. If you take pain relief drugs in excess, you abuse drugs, you abuse alcohol, you hardly eat, you are going to pick up ulcer naturally. It doesn't mean that God doesn't love you. So, yes, excessive fasting can lead to ulcer. Moderation, even the Bible says moderation. Let your moderation be known to all men. So moderation cuts across everything. The same way,
Doctor,
if you
before
are
you
starting
go,
to
because our time is fast spent and you also had to leave because you have one or two appointments you have to keep in the office, we want to part
yeah,
with this. What type of food or meals can one take if you know you are an ulcer patient? What meals should one take? And at what time, does it have to be 111, 101, 011? How important is breakfast? And to what extent should breakfast, meal be? Some will tell you, I just have biscuits and, a cup of tea. That should be okay for me. I'm watching my weight. I don't want to. We have people who are watching their weight who have ulcer too. So, doctor, it's not only people who are fasting, because even if you want to fast and you have ulcer, I think you can do it till 12. You can do it till 2 or 1. It depends on how and what you've eaten. So that it will not look like one is just, like that. So I'm not saying it's wrong, but you're a doctor. So, but really, we have the Lent now, we have the Ramadan now, and we have people who have ulcer. Guide us. So I have two questions for you. What meals should an ulcer patient take? Do they go by 101, 011, 111? Then at what stage is their breakfast, should be? Is it just a cup of tea and 2 biscuits and, like that?
yeah, okay, thank you very much. So I will rephrase it a little to say, what meals should they not take? So let's start with what they should not take. It is going to help us. So when people are identified to have ulcer, we advise them not to take spicy foods, foods that have pepper and all those lots of spices. They will always trigger the ulcer pain. So reduce or avoid spicy foods, reduce alcohol, smoking, all those things trigger and make ulcers worse. Then other foods that are highly acidic, like fruits, like fruits that have citrus or citric acid, like orange and the rest of them. That especially when people have noticed that there is a pattern when they take it, it disturbs them. They simply avoid those classes of food. So all those foods that there are some people will eat beans, it gives them heartburn. Some people say eba worsen their ulcer. So individuals know which ones make it worse for them, and they avoid it. Then on breakfast, like you always hear, remains the best meal of the day because it gives you the energy that is needed to go through the day. If it is possible, it's always advised that people take breakfast. That's why it's called breakfast. That's why I told you that sleeping is a factor. It's a natural fast that helps our system. So you don't eat every time. So when you sleep from 8 a.m. from 9, 10 p.m., you wake up again after 12, 8 hours, you have done some fast. So you now break that fast. So it depends on. So people will not go eating a bar or this because they want to be active in it. They don't want to feel dull or sleepy. But a good breakfast that has a combination of protein, carbohydrate, oil, and fat is also important to for people to be able to keep that. So when it is not when you are not fasting, eat good breakfast. But we do not want people to be lazy spiritually. Let me use that word and now say because of us I'm not fasting. People can always hide under the fences. Fasting is healthy. Actually, fasting is healthy. So people beyond the religion, there is a healthy aspect of fasting. So intermittent fasting has been found by lifestyle specialists to be very, very good for good health. So fasting is big. Let me use the Gen Z generation term. So we are encouraged people to fast, but know your body and know how to. Then on issue of 101, if it is possible, eat 111. And then for people who have fasting, they should eat in between meals. It helps. They nibble on biscuits, they nibble on bread, So they should not eat one like others. So they eat one. They say it's in between meals. For people who are known to have fast, they don't need to be off food. Then they used to say drink milk, drink milk. Milk is also has been found not to help people who have ulcer too much because milk also is acidic somewhat. So yogurt is better. If you must take milk, let it be soy milk. Soy milk is better for people who have ulcer. So yogurt is okay. Milk is okay. Help to soothe those burning sensation. Of course, we know that ulcer presents with that burning sensation that people have. Sometimes it's peppery, and if ulcer is not treated, it can lead to complications. You were asking me about the pain. Yes, it can be mild, it can be moderate, it can be severe. You can see people who have ulcer and they are just rolling on the floor. It can be that we have had ulcer can be an emergency. Once they come, we know. We just do the initial thing. So it can even be complicated by bleeding. You see people either vomiting blood or stooling blood as a result of ulcer. So it deserves all the attention that can be given. I hope I've answered the questions. Don't know if there's anything left.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
so much,
But
doctor.
somebody asked a very important question. He said some people break their fast with acidic fruits and meal. What can be used? I'm sure the person asked in regard to the Ramadan fast that is going on.
And the Lent.
And the Lent too. He said some people break their fast with acidic fruits and meal. How? He said what can be used to break fast, especially for those who are like in terms of fruits. What fruits can be used to break fast?
Whether you have ulcer or not.
That's a good question. Yes, whether you have ulcer or not, you should avoid. So first you can identify which fruits are acidic. So all those citrus fruits are acidic, orange, and they are good. They are more acidic. So it is advisable to use things like watermelon. They have more water than the water soluble vitamins than acid. Things like cucumber, they are okay. So those are things that people can use to open their bowel before they now eat food proper. So those can help. If you want to drink something, you drink something like yogurt. Yogurt helps because it supplies some things that help also to balance the bowel and make it less acidic. So those are some of the foods. So avoid things like apple, orange initially, and take it later. If you have watermelon, if you have cucumber, those are some of the initial fruits that people can use. Later you can now take other things like pineapple. Banana is also okay to take.
Thank you so much, Doctor. It's been an honor to have you once again this morning, and we're so glad you could have this time with us. And for our viewers at home, I hope you had a wonderful time. Doctor, thank you so much. Have a splendid and a wonderful day with your patients. Say hello to all of them for us. We love you. We love all of them. Thank you. And to our viewers at home, thank you for making this, time with us. And I hope you pick one or two things. Don't forget, if you want to break your fast, to be on the safe side, whether you are ulcer or not ulcer patient. But people who are selling orange will hate me at this point in time. But really, for the ulcer patients, like you heard the doctor, cucumber is good, watermelon is good, I believe pawpaw is also good, banana is good, all those fruit. And he mentioned soy milk, it's also good. So take all this yogurt, he mentioned yogurt too, so it's good. I don't know whether parfait is good. So, just stay healthy, stay good, be good to yourself, love yourself. And you heard him, if you're not fasting, at least break the fast in the morning. Eat something meaningful with protein, with oil, with carbohydrates. He mentioned that. And lots of water is also healthy. Fasting is good, though. It's good. But don't do it at the expense of your health. Be good to yourself. My name is Remain Olori. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye from my side.
Okay, tomorrow we'll be discussing the complicity of unconditional love. We use it to wrap our week, the complicity of unconditional love. I love you unconditionally. What's it all about? We'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you for being a part of Healthy Thursday. I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.